What's up? This is Kevin Spann, the insurance guru, coming from me to you. So today, excited to talk to you and to talk with my client, my good friend, my sister-in-law, Mrs. Renita Certain, newly married to my brother-in-law. Very happy to be here today. Talk to you about the client part first. She's my customer for homeowners insurance. She's my customer for auto insurance. But as with all my clients, it's not where you start, it's where you're going. So today we're coming to you from her new business. We're inside of her new business venture. Very exciting. It's called Spin the Yard. Or is it Spin the Yard Boutique?
Spin the Yard Boutique.
Spin the Yard Boutique. She corrected me. Thank you. That wine dance grammar just came right through. So as you move on in life and you go from one thing to another, your needs for insurance change, okay? So when you come into a business setting, one of the things that you want to do is you want to talk about, Kevin, I'm doing a home-based business, or Kevin, I'm opening a retail location. What insurance do I need? So I'm going to be talking directly to Renita about that, and then later we're going to do a video from the boutique, and I'm going to show you the actual store, and it's amazing. You need to get over here to 332 E Jericho Turnpike to see it. So, Renita, first tell me about your business. Tell me about Spin the Yard Boutique.
Okay, Spin the Yard Boutique has unique pieces. Once it's here, you got to get it. Once it's gone, that's it. Based on helping others, families at risk, we actually take the proceeds, we give back to the youth. That's about it.
I love it. So I'm gonna dig deep. I'm not gonna let you say Spin the Yard. That's it, because I know it's deeper than that. So Spin the Yard is about giving back and helping people at risk. Y'all know me, y'all know where I stand when it comes to giving back to the community. So Spin the Yard is specifically, from my understanding, about helping people that may have gone away and they're coming back home and they want to make it. They don't want to repeat their adventure. Is that correct?
Right. Well, that's the nonprofit part of it.
Excellent.
Yeah. We do help those that are formerly incarcerated come in and transition. We give opportunities. We have jobs. We have training for them available, mental health, anger management, whatever obstacles they may have, child support issues while they're away, men and women, and housing. We assist with housing.
That really checks all the boxes with somebody that may have been away, that may have previously have been incarcerated, or someone that's never been incarcerated, just having a hard time making things work here on Long Island, here in the New York area. So all of that is very important. So number one, I'm excited about the work that you're doing on the nonprofit side and the fact you're dedicated to giving back to the community. That's a part of my heart. Okay?
Right.
So talk to me about Spin the Yard Boutique. Talk to me about the store.
Well, we got to use the title first. So
Okay.
Spin the Yard is a term.
Okay.
And what it really means is just to free your mind. What we thought of when we started the boutique was, instead of just coming in, people go to stores for shirts, they go to stores for socks, whatever they go to the store for. When you come in, whatever you've been dealing with on the outside, you come in and kind of forget about that, because you get lost in the store.
Nice.
You know, and so that's what it's about.
So it sounds like it's a little bit of a refuge, a little bit of therapeutic, a little bit of a getaway.
Yeah.
And who doesn't like a little shopping therapy? You know, that's a
Well,
real good
just
thing.
come in and sit down and talk.
And that's a huge thing, because that's something we don't do enough. We don't just sit down and just have a conversation.
Right.
Just listen to someone say what's on their mind.
Right.
You know?
Right.
How's that been received so far?
Pretty good.
Good.
Pretty good. I mean, I just met a lady today who just came in because she just had to come in. She just looked in the window and she passed by every day, and she just had to come in and see. And as she came in, she talked to me. She talked about the things that she was going through, and it's a complete stranger. You know, and it ended up being a 45-minute conversation, but it was pretty good.
So that's one of the things that people love about you, about your husband, about William Certain, who also runs the operation with you. You're good listeners.
Yeah.
You're good listeners.
Yeah.
So there's a reason why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. And one thing I want to bring everybody's attention to is just the sign that you see behind us. Be the change that you wish to see. Tell me what that means to you and here in the studio, you know?
Well, for me, it's just plain and simple. I don't just talk about it. If I say it, I'm going to do it.
That's so sincere.
Yeah, and that's just it. You know, a lot of times we talk, a lot of times we go through things. Some people get caught up in, to me, a lot of people get caught up in the things that's going on. Some people get so caught up they may complain. But if it's something that needs to be done, change it.
Outstanding. I love it. It's just that simple.
Yep.
Be the change you wish to see. If you see something you don't like, change it. So we're going to flip the script and go into the insurance part a little bit. Renita's just one of several clients who I've walked through this path from being an individual to being an employee to being an employer, a proprietor, owning and operating your own business. So when it comes to your own business, there's 3 types of insurance that we'll talk very lightly about today. 2 of them are mandatory for New York State, so very important. If you open a business in New York State and you begin to hire and pay people other than yourself, there's 2 coverages that are mandatory. Number 1, that's New York State disability insurance, and that's very, very inexpensive. It costs pennies on the dollar. That's so that, God forbid, if your employees get hurt on the job, they can get their disability insurance, okay? The second one that's New York State mandatory is workers' compensation insurance. If you hire employees on the job, someone other than yourself, and they get injured on the job, that's what workers' compensation is. That's mandatory in New York, and so for anyone out there that's thinking of starting a business, before you establish your first payroll, talk to your accountant first and make sure you have disability insurance and workers' compensation insurance in place. Nobody else is going to tell you this. This is what Kevin Spann, the insurance guru, is all about. From me to you, is giving you information before you start something without having that knowledge. If you don't have those 2 things in place, New York State will let you pay your employees and they'll let your business make money for about a month, but then you'll get hit with a very hefty fine. So 2 things to remember: workers' compensation insurance and New York State disability insurance. Those are the 2 mandatory coverages. The next coverage that's highly recommended for anyone with a retail location is something called a BOP. It's a business owner policy. It covers your personal property, the things that you're selling in the store, and also provides liability insurance. God forbid, if a client is hurt in the store, if you're sued for any reason, the BOP, or Business Owners Insurance Policy, BOP, that will take care of that. All the coverage that I mentioned, they're very, very reasonable, but very necessary for all the entrepreneurs that are out there, okay? So we're talking to Renita today, coming from me to you, talking about a retail-based business, but I also want to let you know that one of the up-and-coming episodes we're going to do on From Me to You is to talk to all of you out there that are doing home-based businesses. We're in a time now in an economy where if you have a passion about something, there's a service you want to provide, something you want to sell, and you're starting your business in your home, you absolutely can have home-based insurance. It's very reasonable. I've been helping some DJs lately. I've been helping some wedding and event planners, photographers, people that need insurance if they want to take it from level 1, which is doing business with family and friends, to level 2, which is being able to go into a hotel, to an expo or something of that nature, and they require you to show that you have insurance. You need home-based insurance, you need liability. It's very reasonable, but we'll save that for the next episode of From Me to You. Thank you, Renita. Please follow her online. Renita, where can they follow you on IG?
Spin the yard. Spin the yard. IG.
Spin the Yard.
Spin the Yard.
Spin the Yard on Instagram. So go and follow her. Anything you want to share with the people that I didn't ask you about to tell them about the boutique?
No, now we're going to talk about insurance.
All right. That's it. From me to you. We'll save the boring stuff for offline.